was hoping to, instead of what we learned in the course was more about observing entire cultures and understanding cultures. I I was trying to take up that skill of observing cultures to actually how would you observe a single person, because as I said again, the whole idea of joining anthropology was it might help me in the future if I start up my own firm to take to have an advantage over different while I'm trying to get a deal maybe or something like that. So try to bring that whole concept into
social relationships.
Into relationship and into a one-on-one, instead of observing the entire culture, observing maybe a company or how it works or something like that.
Yes.
So the daily life, well, I don't think it hasn't really made a difference, but as I said, the assignment which when I started to write about the wedding scene, for example, I realized that I observed much more than I would have usually observed or generally seen. But instead, because I knew I'm supposed to write about it, so I started noticing different things. As you said, you asked us to describe maybe the color of the background, the surroundings of maybe what the bride is wearing, or what the groom is wearing, things like that, which you generally just tend to overlook. Things like that, you started observing those things.
When I attended first few classes, those classes were not a lot interesting, but as that as the time goes, I don't know, I'm just getting interested in that anthropology. Professor Rosa is like the way she teaches, it's like she is open to different kind of ideas. So even I am from technical background, I don't find whenever these technical people look at humanities as like boring, something like that, but somehow I found anthropology as very interesting. I'm just trying to explore it more.
So last summer I had been to the Bangalore, and I was interning in system, and there I was put into they asked me to go to a slum, and I was perplexed why they asked me to go to a slum. I'm a technical guy, why should I go to a slum? What do I do there? Then the guide asked me to stay in here, to keep going there for 1 month, to work there, to observe people. And then after 1 month I realized that there's something technical I could introduce there. I saw women rolling agarbattis with their hands. They used to roll that for 8 hours a day. And then I thought, let's do something for these women. And most of women were the primary livelihood of a family. Most of the men were unemployed there, and they were in the outskirts of the city, and they had no work. Only women had the work there, and they used to earn like only 60 rupees. Then I thought, let's develop a machine that could help them to earn more than 100 rupees, and that could better their life, help in betterment of their family. And that is how I brought that idea here. I worked with few friends and developed the machine, and it still need to be a lot of modification need to be made on that. And I took this course basically to learn the human relations, how to introduce this machine into the workers, as in would they accept this machine or no, and how should I convince them that this machine is going to help them a lot. Because women generally, workers generally, the poor people generally fear with the word machine. And basically I made this machine to be hand driven. I did not put a motor on this. And a hand driven machine would need a woman hand to drive it. So I hope this course would help me to introduce a machine among those people.
In fact, this we have talked about in our classes about anthropology being also about translation, about cultural translation, and to translate not only between language but between cultures, to translate a culture into another culture. But you have helped me to translate my own discipline, my own field into a completely different language. You were not familiar with. And of course, anthropology is about many different things, and many of them have maybe fill your expectations, other maybe did not feel, but it's about many things, but it's also mostly about relationship. We talk about that, social relations, but it's about human beings. And anthropology has taught me to be, I don't know if a better, but a different human being, to look at life in a different way. And so I hope that this course, this semester, has brought us together, our disciplines, our fields together, if not academically, at least as wonderful human beings as you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean it. Thank you. Namaste.